How we doing today? Today is a really, let's be honest, really bad day for trading, but a good day for me. Not because I took a monster trade. I took one trade, took it with two micros. We only made 32 bucks. Why is that significant? Because we have a new highest ever balance, right? Not much more than before, but it's significant because I've never ended a day above 2,000 in my account. I've been above 2,000 twice, never ended that day green. So I've never had a realized day of above 2,000. Does this really matter in the grand scheme? Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. It doesn't matter whatsoever. I just, it's cool, right? I'm working hard and I'm seeing progress, right? Even though the dollar amount doesn't matter, right? Okay, you can stop with those comments. Right now, I know some people will just type that out because I mentioned the dollar amount. It's just nice to see, actual progress, right? That's a visual representation of progress in my trading, regardless of, how important it is or not. Because again, it's not the end of the world, or it's not the be all end all. It's not going to be my last ever time taking a trade. I'm not done. I'm not profitable now just because of that. I just think it's nice. I just think it's cool. Today, though, was really bad price action. How come I could anticipate bad price action? Well, we have, if you just take a look at the Forex factory right here, Thursday we had news, but tomorrow is NFP, I think. Non-farm employment change. Okay, maybe not NFP. Is that NFP? I don't know why it's called NFP then. Employment, non-farm, maybe the P's for employment? I don't know. I thought it was employment, not, but we do have news tomorrow. I think that this is the reason why the market's getting held up, I believe, because this is really abnormally bad price action for a Thursday. But it's range-bound price action, right? Coming into the morning, we had a nice range. We had yesterday's high, and we had overnight lows. We come up off open, we sweep out yesterday's high. We put in an SMT at this high here, an SMT, and I think we had an SMT at the time anyways. We just play slow, we kind of chop, and we're just chopping back and forth, back and forth. I didn't touch anything here. Pull up the executions right here. We chop back and forth. This is my only entry. But yeah, we just chop back and forth, all day. I'm going to go to the NQ chart because it's actually nicer right here. But I can get rid of this right here. So what was I looking at? I was looking at the range, and I wanted to see us do something, right? I wanted to see us have some sort of reaction. I wanted to see us preferably sell off first because it's just a bullish conditions, right? The market's just very bullish. I wanted to see us sell off to then go higher. This is a 4 hour that's not going to be filled. We have a lot of just points I want to see swept. None of them got really swept. So market happens, and what happens after open, right? We run this high off open, and we chop sideways, or not sideways really, but we just chop. We put in a high here. We put in a low. We put in a higher high, or lower high right here. We put in a lower low, or we're actually even putting in equal lows right here. And then we put in a high again that's not really higher than the previous one. So in my mind, I was looking at this as low resistance liquidity, right? Either way that we ran it this side, or if we ran this side, we had low resistance liquidity on both sides. So if we took out this high and got a setup to the downside, wouldn't like it as much just because we're at the all-time highs, and you'll just kind of learn at all-time highs that shorts don't really do anything until they have to, right? They don't really do much until they have to do something. Like there's shorts that technically worked through here today, this right here, but I hate this setup. Honestly, I hate this. I saw Dodgy mention this in his on his Twitter. Because I tweeted at him. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go follow me there. I'm followed by a few of you guys, only a few, and then I have like 20 bots that follow me that aren't real, but I have a few of you guys that follow me there. Again, you don't have to follow me there if you don't want to. I don't really know how they use Twitter, but I tweeted at Dodge about this potential setup, and I saw him talk about this. I don't really like this setup, and again, to each their own, right? I'm not trying to sit here and claim that I know more than him. I obviously don't. I'm not going to try and claim that I'm a better trader than him. I'm obviously not right now. But I don't like this setup. We're not really delivering from anywhere. We're still chopping, right? Like we're still just accumulating. I know he mentioned these equal lows, but it's like I really just I don't know. I mean, I think yeah, if you're gonna go break even here, it's more than likely you're probably not gonna lose. But I just don't personally like that trade because it just you try and trade this a lot and you get cooked. Like I'm telling you, you'll get cooked more than you won't get cooked. So we had loaders to both sides, and I wanted to see an extreme get swept. So I locked my account at around here actually, like 10:10. I locked my account until the 11 the 10:50 11:10 macro. I locked my account till then. And one of you guys mentioned about turtle soups. If you're watching this video, I'll mention turtle soups at the end because I forgot to yesterday. I said I would briefly go over that, but I'll leave that to the end. So that, but just throwing that out there. Anyways, I waited for the extremes, and I locked my account till 10:50, which is right here. Notice how right when the macro starts, we actually kind of come down and take out this level, this low, the overnight lows. And then when this happened, it kind of was like, yo, okay, this looks like we could get something, right? We could get some type of setup. And this is when I tweeted at Dodgy. I said, right here, when this green candle was forming, I said, I know if it wasn't NFP week or day before NFP, that you'd be absolutely slapping this long. And I just drew out the kind of, LR. And I was looking at this and I was really intrigued by it. Because we had this low resistance liquidity, we had a singular fair value gap, and we just swept the low. After building liquidity all day, I just expect that if we got a setup, we'd run it. And if I got it in one candle, I probably would have, it probably would have worked better. But notice how we take a long time to get, to really move anywhere on that, right? If we look at the 3 minutes, actually a little bit cleaner. Why did I end up taking this? I ended up taking it, obviously, just because of the inversion. And I got in, I think I had a little bit of a, not slippage, but just entered me a little bit higher up. And my stop was just kind of floating here. It wasn't really too mechanical there. And I'm pretty sure I took profit at this high here. And then I was leaving runners really for 50 points. I was leaving runners for 50 points, and then I'm going to trail my stop when it hit this high. But just for the sake of it, we had this high that we were targeting. And we ended up getting first TP. That's how we hit the 32. That was first TP there. Maybe we went for this one because I think I got a slightly higher fill, like near this candle right there. So we got it filled here, right around. And then we moved our stop to break even, and obviously got stopped at break even. I don't hate going to break even on this trade just because of the conditions, right? You have to recognize some days. Right, I would still be in this trade if I didn't go to break even, I didn't take profits, but it's just like, dude, some days, do you really want to sit through this when this is the more than likely? Like, today's not a high probability day. This is not where you're making all your money. It just was a good setup. I went with 2 micros. Again, I want to be taking more than 2 micros eventually and risking more, but today I just take what's given to me, and I get in and I get out, and I don't complain, right? I'm not going to complain about it not running up. I like this trade. I like the entry, and we did get a really nice run right when I got in, so I cannot complain. This setup isn't the best ever. It's not the worst ever, right? It's just kind of in between. So that was the setup. That's the reason I took it. The reason why I didn't have the craziest confidence in the world is just because where we're at in the charts. I mean, we look at this 1 hour. This is not good to trade, right? This is not great. This was like the last day that we had reasonable price action. I kind of fluffed everything there. Yesterday, I believe, I took 2 trades. Did I trade yesterday? I think I did. It was kind of dumb though. But this is actually my birth year, 2004. So that's kind of sick. But yeah, man, I think that today, is just one of those days that you have to, learn from experience and past, kind of just recognize when you go on the 5 minute and you see this, just be like, yo, I'm not touching anything till the extreme. This high or this low get taken. And then when we got this low taken, notice how price starts to speed up, right? Just kind of how things go. And then we're still chopping lower. I would expect us to maybe, if we're holding this, to go higher. But who knows, and who honestly really cares, right? This market is not good right now. And who knows if it's December, the day before, whatever news. Who knows why it's doing this? I'm not gonna sit here and try and give you guys the exact reason. Like I know everything, but yeah, I mean technically, right? Like we see a lot of the time. If I were to have just gotten in here, left my stop, it looks like we're gonna hit that take profit, the full take profit. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I, should have, not went to break even or not take profit, sir. So I'm really happy with my account balance being at 2,000 again. For all the people that are worried about me being too obsessed about the account balance, there's truth in it for sure, but it's just more to look at and be like, wow, it's nice. It's just nice that the set PRs, right? Anyone that goes to the gym, you like to hit PRs in the weight room. You like to hit PRs on your bench press, your squat, your clean and jerk, right? You like to hit PRs. I like to hit PRs. We all like to hit personal records. So, yeah, I'm not gonna let anyone, tell me that it's bad that I look at it and say, you know what, I'm happy about that. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And the job's not done though. Obviously, we still got to keep working. We still got to show up. We still got to do the right things. Really small day today, $32. I mean, it's just nothing. It's not even really, it's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. But it's more about where it gets my account to. That is cool to me. And I noticed something that, oh my gosh, it just bothers me, dude. It just bothers me. It bothers me how dumb the trading space is. Just how ridiculous trading space is. And what I mean by that is just, if I were to ever sell a trading Discord or a trading whatever or a mentorship or whatever, right? I understand why people do it, right? If you're making 10 grand a month trading, right? That's good money, but you're not going to be generationally well off with 10 grand a month. It's just not going to happen, not in today's day. So you have guys that make 10 grand a month trading, and that's good, right? That's really good. And they go and teach, right? And they find out they can make 100 grand a month teaching trading. 100 grand a month is generational. If you do that for 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years even, you'll never work again. And a lot of people have figured that out. A lot of people have realized that, and they say, you know what? I'm making money trading, right? I should teach. And I have no problem with that, right? I have no problem with that. If I was making 10, 15 grand a month trading and I was doing it consistently, I would probably teach too. Because if I could teach someone how to make 15 grand a month, that's good money. But again, it's not generational, right? It's not retire myself, my family forever. So that's why people do this, and I have no problem with that because that's how it works. I learned from Justin. I paid him. I never paid Yaji, but he has a paid service. He's a good trader, right? I have no problem with people that do that. The people I have problem with are the people that jump into this space that just, about 3-4 months ago, posting TikTok every single day, posting a whatever every single day, telling you these tips, how to do this, how to be profitable, how to use your trading, how you can manage taxes with trading. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, there's people that just pop up out of nowhere that blow my mind, that people really believe that these people make money, right? Because maybe they do. Maybe somehow they do, and they have that one screenshot of a payout. But I want to get into something that's on Top Step X, and I saw it on someone's video. And I'm not going to call them out because, it's just not my place to. I'm not like, someone that has any real influence in this space at all. So it really doesn't matter. And I just don't want to set bad intentions into anything. So if someone somehow saw this and they felt like I was talking about them, well, chances are it's probably you, right? It's probably you. But there's a setting you can do on this, and I was like, wow, what's the point in that? There's literally no point other than just manipulating your viewers, unless I'm an idiot. Unless I'm an absolute idiot, I don't think I am. But if I'm an idiot, then there might be a purpose for it. I don't think there's a purpose. Anyways, you see these kids come up, and they don't have to be kids, but it's like, how many of these guys are really doing, and it's like the numbers get crazier every time. There's no 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old that just, claims to make 5 grand, 10 grand a month trading, right? It's always 100 grand this, $1 million a year this, 6-figure this. It's like every single kid that's been trading for 2 years now that's on TikTok can't be doing 100K months. And you say, yeah, maybe they're just the extremes, but I just don't believe that, right? And again, why is there not more? There should be way more people that are like, yo, I make 10K a month consistently. I know a few, right? There's a few that are just legit. And the people on YouTube that post every single day, that post trade recaps, that post their account balance recaps, those are the guys that actually, I forget one, what's his name? Maybe AP Take Profit. He's like a smaller guy. I watched some of his videos. He's solid, man. He shows you his accounts. He shows you when he passes, fails, gets payouts, right? These are the people that, maybe you don't learn from him right now because maybe he's not where he needs to be with teaching and stuff like that. Maybe he's not as good of a trader as possible, but in the future, he'd be someone to learn from because he's, has some authenticity, right? Has some realism behind it. It's not just, I did these meditations before trading and make 100K a month now. It's like, it's insane. It blows my mind and it really upsets me. And the thing I'm going to talk about is this. I can go in the settings here and I can go to my privacy settings and I can do this. I can say streamer mode balance, streamer mode max loss, streamer mode, all of this stuff. And I just do it all. And check this out. You guys can see everything because I keep this account transparent, right? You guys can see that it's this account, right? And I could be an idiot. And I hope that you guys don't rob my account if you can. If somehow you can use this information right here and hack my account, don't do it. Maybe that's why people do this. I don't think that you can get into my account with this because I don't know how to do that. Doesn't mean you can't. That could be the only possible way or reason that anyone should ever hide that. Because otherwise, why are we hiding this? Look what happens when I push save. Look what happens. So you see my balance, you see my max loss, you see the number, you see all that. Save. Boom. You can't see any of it. I went on this rant because I was watching a kid's video yesterday. I went on a kid's video or today or whatever. And I saw his settings at the top. And I saw this and I was like, and the only thing, this is the funniest part. The only thing he had on this was Realized P&L. Where's that? Realized P&L. He didn't have it on streamer mode. Why do we not have this one on Realized P&L? If we're going to do everything else, let's see if we had this. Okay, it still says practice. And it was an Express account. So cool, he has an Express account, he's passed an account, whatever. But who knows how many? Because you can't see the account number. Which, again, if you guys can rob my account because of the number and I just gave that away, well, that's unfortunate for me. I'll start a new one, right? It's whatever. I don't think you can. To my knowledge, that doesn't happen. I've never heard about that happening to anyone. So, right? That's the only one that's like maybe, right? Maybe it's safe to do that. But why are we hiding the max loss limit? Why are we hiding the total balance? Why are we hiding the unrealized P&L? Why are we hiding, you know what I mean? Like, why is the only one that we're showing the realized P&L? Well, because that's the one that matters, right? And it's like people, because it's like they know if they post another video and they have a different account number and, and they have a completely different loss limit or a completely different balance, or they have the same account and the balance is completely different because they lost 5 grand because they're just gambling their accounts, they know that they can't show that. So what, I saw this and I'm like, what is this? And it's some kid that just has he's been posting on TikTok since February of this year. And it's like, he wasn't even trading the NQ. Or yes, he was trading Forex. This kid was trading Forex in February. I'm not saying you can't switch and that you can't apply certain skills. But it's like, he's talking about 100K months. 100K months, buddy. You're trading Forex less than a year ago. And now because everyone trades NQ and ES, you're trading NQ and ES. And I watched one of his trade reviews. I'm like, I don't know if I buy it, man. I don't know. And it's like, you know what? I want to sit here and say, I don't want to sit here and say that anyone's not doing it the way they say they are. I want to hope that everyone's doing it the way they say they are. And maybe they are. All I'm saying is, what is this? What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why isn't it that every single person that has a paid group, every single person anyways, if I'm going to post videos, why wouldn't I show my balance? Why wouldn't I show where my account's at? And I'm going to turn this off before I leave it on because there's literally no reason. Again, man, please don't hack my account if you can use this information, right? That's my number. Don't hack me, please. I'm going to look in Top Steps settings and stuff and see if there's any reason they say. But back to my point. Why isn't it? And it's like people say, I love this one. People say, oh, it's just numbers on a screen. Don't get emotional. It's just numbers on a screen when you're trading. Like, just treat it like numbers on a screen. Okay, then if it's numbers on a screen, how come when people ask you to show proof of your payouts and proof of your consistency and your proof of your taxes, all this stuff, how come when they ask for proof of you actually doing what you claim to do, that's really personal information. I don't want to give that out. I don't have to give that out. My results speak for themselves. My testimonies speak for themselves. Brother, if it's just numbers on a screen, let's just see those numbers on the screen. If it's no big deal, right? Let's just see the numbers on the screen. And it's like, it blows my mind that how these people just take advantage of people that are trying to learn, because this space is so non-transparent. So non-transparent. I don't know a single person that teaches that shows you how much money they actually make from trading. I don't know anyone, because it doesn't happen. And it's like, why? If I was teaching how to trade, maybe, and I was making 5, 10K a month, right? I would show every single dollar amount. Because, right? Where would the credibility be? Right? Where would the credibility be? And that could hurt. And if I was, and I understand it, right? I know that if you're making 10K a month and you're actually doing it, the kid that says they make 100K a month, even if they have no idea what they're doing, but they know how to market better than you, they're going to make all the money from Discord sales. And that's why, like, I really wish I have no power over this. I have no control over this. But I really wish we could put an end to all these people that have to show zero proof, and people are eating up their Discord. Right? And they have zero proof of profitability, zero proof of consistency, and they're literally blocking out numbers. That, like, it blows my mind. And I just wanted to go on that rant because I'm passionate about the trading space, man, because I'm involved with this, and I you know, I watch people, and it's like, I spend so much time, and it's like there's so much doubt. A lot of trading is mental, right? A lot of trading is just believing in yourself, believing in your setup, all this stuff. So when you're sitting there, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing, and you're watching someone, but that little bit of doubt, it's like, does this person really even know what they're talking about? If they can't back that up, you're going to have that doubt, and doubt leads to bad trading. So if we just had more transparency, there would be no doubt. There would be no doubt of, you know, does anyone actually make money off of these concepts? Right? Sometimes your mind will ask you that when you're failing, and the person that you learn from doesn't ever show you any real proof. It's so easy to show real proof. It would be so easy. But yet, you know, they don't have time to do that because they're counting up all their money they made off you. Right? And again, I have no problem with people selling information. Just show people proof, right? That's all it is. We have people, it's laughable. People say, here's how I got this 1 to 6R, right? And they're just talking. They don't have an execution, they don't have a video, they don't have whatever. They can't show you the balance. They're just talking about it. And they're on their trading view chart. TJR, right? I think TJR makes money, right? Maybe, right? I learned a little bit from TJR at the beginning. I don't hate TJR, right? But he sits on his trading view chart and tells you that he made 10 grand, right? And he shows you where he got in. No executions, right? Like, not even paper ones, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a stupid space, and I hate it because when I was trying to learn, it's like I had so much doubt of, like, is this even possible? I've had to put in so much work on my own to see that, you know, I like inversions. Shout out to Dodgy, right? I think Dodgy's a good teacher, right? I think it's weird that all people don't show all their earnings. I think Dodgy's pretty open with it. He talks about making 10, 15K a month trading. Maybe he makes more, maybe he makes less. And I realized from a marketing perspective that if he showed that he only made 10K or 15K or whatever, that all the gurus that make 100K are just going to outsell him. So I understand it. I understand the way marketing works. And who knows, maybe I would be a sellout too. But so I understand it. But shout out to Dodgy because I learned from him, right, a lot about inversions. But I ran with on my own. I never paid him because, not saying that I shouldn't have, but I was in Justin's Discord for a while, and I by the time I started using inversions, I was already kind of figured out what I was doing. Obviously, figured out what I'm doing is a loose term. Figured out what I'm doing in the sense of okay, I understand what's going on. Let me get the market experience, right? And I had to get so much market experience on my own to really understand, okay, this actually works. I really believe trading works. I didn't believe that trading worked at first, the first month, second month, third month, fourth month. I hoped it did, but I didn't really have any proof. I have my own proof now to myself that I know it will work. I know I can do it consistently. I just have to, break psychological barriers. But if I would have just had someone that could show me real proof from the beginning, it would have made that barrier of belief a lot easier. I wouldn't have had any second guess. If I saw someone, if I had a mentor that sat in front of me every single day and pulled out money out of the markets, it'd be a lot easier for me to trust their setup. It'd be a lot easier for me to trust their entries. It'd be a lot easier for me to set down bad conditions when they say it's bad conditions. So I don't understand why these people that claim to help you and they want you to do good, but they can't give you, proof, undeniable proof that it's working. Because that's all that it needs to maybe make someone be like, I trust this. I'm not going to trade today because it's not my model. I'm going to take this and hold to my take profit because this is my model. I've learned this from this guy. I've seen him do it every single day. And again, Dodgy live trades. I'm not saying that he doesn't. He's not the one I'm talking about with this stuff. I'm just talking about some of these other guys, especially some of the newer guys that are just bro, you weren't even alive last year. Not really, but and I'm young too, so I don't know why I said that, but I don't know. I wanted to go on that rant. It's really just been bothering me. And it frustrates me because it's just so stupid. It's just so silly. And I can't make any change about it, sadly, because, I have no influence over this. And the people that are new, right? And it's I'll see the people in the comment section of these guys that are targeting newer traders, and their comments are I didn't know you could make money when the stock goes down. And then it's link in bio. Brother. So, that's all I really have there. I can't change anything about it. You can't change anything about it. And sadly, the people that are watching my video probably aren't the people that are going to fall victim to it. So, that's all I have to say. Boring day today in terms of price action, but count balance is sick, and I just kind of want to talk about that. Because I saw it and it was just bro, what is this? Why are we blurring this stuff out? And I'm gonna read this thing about this and see if anyone can get my information from this. Hopefully not. But I'll see you guys. I appreciate everyone that watches these videos. I will see you guys tomorrow, the end of the week, nice and strong. Hopefully get some good price action, and peace.